What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there strolling below, people. Make sure you guys share the videos and hit the like button. People, you come up in the building, we highly appreciate it. We get, hopefully it'll help the algorithm or whatever the fuck it's called, but get more people up in here. Anyway, man, good morning to everybody, man. It's morning here. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Hope everybody having a blessed Friday. Listen. I seen this story. I said, damn, I gotta talk about this. I said, I'm trying to warn everybody about the decisions of how you vote or who you vote for and not voting. I believe this is probably the most important election that's coming up. And I know a lot of people said, you hear it in the media all the time. They say it's the most important election and all that. I get that. Listen, this is truly is. Listen, the whole mega movement and shit, the craziness, the racism, the white nationalist movement they got going on here in America, it's not just going to affect us here. This shit is going to start fucking with our allies. And where to the point where our allies is going to start, they like, well, you ain't fucking with us, we ain't fucking with you. And as strong as America is, because we can handle our own, right? But if our allies and shit start, they already clicked up, but if we decide to not click up with them anymore and say, fuck that NATO shit and fuck our allies, it might be real big repercussions for that. And I'm talking about motherfuckers think that, gas prices and food and shit is high now. Like, I'm just trying to tell y'all. Then we gonna have people that normally wasn't a part of our ally shit now they part of it and they clicking up with our allies now that we probably wouldn't fuck with really. Like, you get what I'm saying? So listen, it may not look good for us, man, if we don't get our ass out and vote Democratic. I'm just being honest about it. People, I'm not a Democrat. I'm just telling y'all. It's not even about being a Democrat. It's about, we can't take a chance on this nigga Trump. This nigga Trump, you thought I told y'all thought his ass was a wild card in 2016. This nigga is not a wild card, not a wild card at this point. He is actually going to do exactly what the fuck he is saying on these campaigns. He is surrounding himself with little baby Hitlers and shit. I'm just trying to tell y'all. America, for some odd reason, in Trump little circle, little people, they really truly think America can just float by ourselves around the world. Listen, it's going to come to a point. Look, just imagine our allies will be, y'all don't want to do business. Y'all don't want to fuck with us no more. But you think you can have your military in our country? They might start saying, nah, y'all got to go. It was like that in I forgot what continent it was in Africa. They was telling motherfucking Americans, you can't be here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you here. You don't get to be over here and all that other shit. Like, our allies get perks for fucking with us, but we get perks fucking with them too. And if the president say, hey, we ain't backing y'all on shit unless y'all pay us. Like, nigga, we already do business with you. We don't got to pay you extra money. Like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, Trump gonna fuck it up. Let's move on. Usually I don't talk about, shit outside of the country that much, but I seen this story. I said, damn, I'm gonna have to talk about this, because I usually don't talk about it. Because we got our own shit to worry about, but Trump gonna fuck so much shit up here that, and then he's gonna work his way on, or he gonna have his people start working their way on or fucking with our allies. And he gonna fuck our money up. He gonna fuck our economy up. Y'all listen. You thought he fucked the pandemic up. Okay, cool.
NATO, the 32-member alliance that makes up the beating heart of U.S. national security policy, marked its 75th anniversary today at its headquarters in Brussels. And as the Washington Post puts it today, the alliance of now 32 members is, quote, older, arguably wiser, and freshly attuned to its own mortality. And that is because of none other than Donald Trump. Here's what he said about NATO recently.
And you gotta understand, when this nigga is out here sitting there talking this shit to these stupid ass Trump supporters at the Klan rally, I don't know if he do understand it or not, but or comprehend, but our allies are watching this shit. So they're watching, they're listening to what this ignorant motherfucker is saying and what he ain't gonna do and what he gonna do and shit. Niggas like, hold on, bruh. They behind closed doors calling other allies and shit like, yo, you hear this motherfucker? You hear this stupid motherfucker Trump? Man, if he get in office, hey, man, we might not can't fuck with them no more, man. Because he ain't going to fuck with us. And then I'm telling you, if Trump, the shit that his people want to really do, and he start putting in that shit, he start doing that, our allies going to start doing business with us. They invested in some of the shit that we got going here, but they're going to start pulling shit out. And start moving that, taking that business somewhere else. I'm just honest, believe it or not. If he go over there and fuck with China and be stupid, China start pulling shit. We get a lot of our goods and shit from over there. They gonna start pulling shit. We don't just make our oil here and shit like that. We get oil from other countries and shit. We do business and shit. Motherfuckers be like, nah, man, you can't get no oil over here, bro. You know what I mean? America first. Nigga, you find a way, America. I'm telling you. This dude, he ain't that bright, but he surrounded himself by crazy people that honestly don't understand the world. They just understand racism and bigotry. See, what they think they're going to enslave black people and enslave Mexicans and shit that's here. And Trump supporters, that's the stupid, ignorant ones that's poor, they gonna mistreat them too. Like, they stupid as shit. Trump keep telling you he against the elite. If he get in office, he makes some of these moves. It's elite moves. It's no different than what you complain about what the government does now, but it's gonna be worse. But anyway, let's move on.
When I said everybody's going to pay, they said, well, if we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not. One of the presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bills.
Mind you, it's awfully funny that the same dude that don't pay his goddamn bills, okay, Trump still owes states money for doing these dumbass Klan rallies. And you talking to our allies like they delinquents or some shit. Well, if they delinquents, so are you. You don't pay your bills. And second of all, nigga, NATO is not like some shit like with our allies that we got. Like, we all just put all this money in a bank every month or some shit. No, nigga, it's when we have crisis around the world. We all chip in something. Some of us can do more. We do it a lot of the times because we want to have control of the situation. We want to be the motherfucking the people. He doesn't understand that. So when something tragically happens in America, just say, God forbid, nothing happens. Something real tragically happened in America, right? Like 9/11 happened. Our allies and shit was riding with us. We called them up, they called us up, send their condolences. It was like, what y'all need from us? Well, we get ready to go to war. Even though it was a fucked up situation, our allies rode with us. Now, something tragic like that happened again, nigga, ain't nobody going to go over there and help us. You thought it was just only our troops was dying? No, it was some of our allies. See, Trump think if he clicks up with Putin and Lil Kim and them, and maybe Saudi Arabia or something, or, you know, some dictator country, he think that's going to be more power. Actually, no. Because a lot of these countries struggle. The reason that because I ain't for sure, because I think Putin is a part of something, but he not part of the G16 or some shit, or G6 or G8 or whatever the fuck it is, G12, but he ain't a part of some shit, and it's for a reason. It's because he's still over there committing war crimes and shit. So America and allies like, yo, that's nigga, you gonna rock with us, you can't be doing that. He's like, the whole shit with Ukraine. Niggas like, nah, bro, that ain't gonna make us want to put you a part of what we do. Putin think he been doing it for a while, riding by himself, but he got other dictator motherfuckers he fuck with. And so Trump sees that and it's like, well, Putin doing his thing. Russia doing their thing. The problem with that is, if Russia ever fuck with real high power countries, that shit he pulling over there in Ukraine, it ain't gonna look good. So he know exactly who to fuck with. That it's like a bully. They know who to fuck with and not to fuck with. But Trump don't understand that. Nigga, we get in a war and we ain't got no allies. Nigga, we just out there by ourselves. And that ain't good for our troops. That ain't good for our people. And a lot of these stupid ass Trump supporters, they go, yeah, we ride for America. If that's the case, well, y'all should sign up for the military right now. First thing they gonna try to do is try to recruit their kids, send their kids over there. A bunch of idiots. Anyway, listen, people, since we pulled out from Afghanistan, people, shit been quiet in the Middle East. If we pull out from NATO without allies and shit, listen, the Middle East gonna get crazy. Because we at least, in a way, keep the Middle East in check a little bit. But without us, the Middle East gonna run crack. They're gonna go bananas. You got a war happening in Russia and Ukraine. Not that far from there, you got Israel and Ghana going at it. Like, come on, bruh. Trump doesn't understand the world, and he just surrounded himself by a bunch of white nationalists, a bunch of white racists. Trump like dictators, but that's not real democracy. So when people talk about democracy, that's not democracy what he's trying to do, or he like dictators. They're not democracy motherfuckers. Russia, Putin, and that's not a democracy. So when you hear Trump talking about we get back to democracy, it's no democracy, bro. If y'all don't believe in democracy, if you're okay with Russia, you're okay with Trump kissing Russia ass and Putin ass and all the dictators. That's not democracy. Let's move on.
It's not a golf course, but comments like that are leading members to ask what the ex-president's potential return to the White House would mean for NATO. Also, according to the Washington Post today, quote, in the weeks leading up to the meeting, the watchword in Brussels had been Trump-proofing, but discussions about how to
and let me say this too. I believe the percentage of Trump getting back in office is about 40% at this point. Right? It's about 40%. 60% he may not get back in there. Because for me, I'm optimistic of people will hopefully by as time get closer and closer to the election, and then they start really like doing them, getting to them debates and shit. Hopefully if Trump can do it, because his ass might be in court. Because he get ready to go to court this month for maybe one or two charges. I mean, two incidents in different states. I know he got the shit coming up in New York. That's a criminal trial. He got a criminal trial in New York and a civil one, again, with Stormy Daniels, if I'm not mistaken. And then the Florida shit looked like that shit just get ready to start popping probably at the end of the month or sometime next month. Around in May. And then the shit in Georgia, that shit may get ready to be coming up sometime in probably May or June. Around the summertime. So listen, he may he doing all this campaigning and shit. He may be in court a lot of motherfucking times. Listen, Trump may get burnt out for all the fuck we know. Listen, that's why I say it's about 40% chance that he could win. If he got the stamina to keep up with all these motherfucking charges and shit, I mean, these court dates and, these trials, it might go to 50-50. But, he got all this shit looming that's coming up. He may burn out before he even can do anything. He might not even be able to get out and do them little Klan rallies and shit and do debates. Shit, I mean, Trump may get stressed out where he fuck around and have a heart attack or something for all the fuck we know. Listen, I'm not wishing it on him, but I'm just saying, shit like that could be stressful. I'm just saying. This is not good. This is not good, man. This is not good. This is why I tell people to pay attention to politics. Pay attention to what the fuck is going on. Because everybody think it's all okay, Trump's man, come on, man. It is you hating other people that much to where this motherfucker could actually, he can do damage. Not just here. He can fuck up our relationships. Listen, why you think Biden is so hesitant to not really get real tough with Netanyahu just yet? Because he understands that if I say, fuck, we not sending you no more shit, that could start some shit. So he's trying to diplomatically handle it. So everybody just want him to denounce it or denounce Netanyahu and the Israel government. It ain't that easy to do that. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand what's at stake. You just can't, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Netanyahu and them, they allies too. People ignore that. We don't like what Netanyahu and the government doing, but they're still allies. So there's consequences for certain shit. And you got to understand, the only reason our allies haven't said, you know what, we sanctioning the motherfucking Israel yet, is because they waiting on us. But they, we having conversations and shit with our allies about Netanyahu. Our allies saying, fuck Netanyahu and them. We ain't sending y'all shit. We gonna help the Ghana people, and that's it. Our allies is ready to say, fuck that shit. Cause I think he just did another fucking bombing. Like, yo, like, what are you doing? You killing innocent people, bro. You're not killing terrorists. But it's like I said, believe it or not, it's actually kind of funny that America ain't really pushing back on them, because I believe that what we was over there doing in the Middle East with Afghanistan and them. That's why you don't see Biden really like saying so much. And our people ain't really saying we did some fuck shit. We did some war crimes. We was killing innocent people. Come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying about people. People like so innocent. You gotta say something. Biden gotta do. Nigga, it ain't that easy to do that. These niggas think it's easy. You ain't the president. You don't know how he getting these briefings every day. People sitting down here telling, hey, if we do this, we do that. You gotta figure that shit out. You just can't do some shit. Shit got consequences. Regardless if you think you in the right about some shit or not. See, this is where the president has all these difficult situations that he has to make. Make these decisions. Difficult decisions. This shit ain't easy. When get out there, he should just denounce Israel. Nigga, it ain't that easy to do that. I'm not saying, I'm standing with the Israel government. Fuck them motherfuckers. But you can bring harm by doing that. This shit can affect us if we get out there and we ain't careful about how we deal with Netanyahu. And we got to get they people to turn on him if we really want to get him the fuck up out of there and get him to stop. His people got to stand up. It ain't just us to go over there and tell Netanyahu, we ain't sending y'all shit. We can hurt the people. We got to get the people over there to ride with us. And listen, and let me just say this. The soul situation over there in Ghana, listen, man, I feel sorry for them people that losing their life and them kids, you know what I'm saying, the innocent folk. Listen, it's almost like the same shit that can happen to us if we do not stop Trump and the Republican MAGA party. If you don't stop these niggas in this next election, that same shit that what Ghana is going through right now can happen to us. The way you have a bunch of fucking terrorists running the country. Even the whole situation with Netanyahu. Everybody be so upset with Netanyahu doing, but you ain't paying attention that we're kind of doing the same shit. We get ready to make this same stupid mistake. You don't think Trump, listen, you think he ain't going, all right, man. Trump is a wannabe dictator. He want to be a dictator so bad, so when he get in that bitch, that's all he going to try to do. He going to probably try to be president till he die. He ain't going to leave this bitch. I'm telling y'all that now. You think that he tried to play like he ain't had nothing to do with January 6th. This time, he going to tell you. Oh, yeah, nigga. We ain't leaving. We ain't leaving. This time, he mean that shit. He gonna mean it this time. He meant a little bit of it, but the other time, because he had people in there to push him like, hey, man, you got the fuck out of here. We got to go. Listen, when Trump get in there, he is going to fire a lot of government people that's in, like, part of the CIA, that run the CIA, our intelligence, our military, our top military people. He's going to fire all those people and put his own people there. Just like Netanyahu did, just like a dictator will. He is going to do that. He is going to clear out them niggas that's FBIs and DAs, and if they ain't with Trump, you're out. He is not playing. Listen, it ain't that you really got to worry about Trump, because Trump ain't that bright to do this shit. He got enough people around him that's bright enough to do it, to push him to do it. They got a whole plan. They got a plan when they get in that bitch. And their first business of order is to kick all those motherfuckers out there that's Democrat, military people, CIA, national security people. You all get the fuck up out of here. You don't bow to Trump, you're gone. They already got the Supreme Court. I'm telling y'all. If I'm the Democrats, and I'm in the Senate of the House or some shit, nigga, I'm getting me personal security Navy SEAL motherfuckers. Cause if Trump sends some motherfucker, we go to war then. You ain't just gonna come lock me up because I don't agree with you and no shit. Like, that's what he gonna try to do. Believe it or not, it's not even that hard to weaponize law enforcement. It's not hard. You just seen what the law enforcement just did. They just embraced them. They ain't gonna have no problem locking niggas up for nothing. Planting shit. Just to lock you up. I'm telling you, y'all playing around with Trump. It's not even Trump you should be worried about. It's the motherfuckers he gonna surround himself with. And you gonna find out very quickly when it's time when he get out there, he can really campaigning and shit like that. And you gonna start noticing the people that's with him, and you start doing research on them and deep diving in who these people are. He's gonna bring Steve Bannon back. He already got the little racist motherfucker. I forgot your name. Little nigga, crazy little nigga. Little racist with him. Man, he gonna surround himself with all the most horrible, hideous people that this country has ever created. Trump know what he doing. Well, the people that's around him know what they doing. Why you think everybody started kissing his ass once they knew Trump was going to win? Soon they talking all that shit with New America, all the motherfuckers was running for president. They start kissing his ass. You think some of them Republicans that used to be so what conservative Republicans and shit, and they just turned MAGA. They know what Trump is going to do. They're very, very worried. If he does, they don't want him to win. But if he wins, oh, nigga. They ain't stupid. They know this motherfucker is crazy and deranged. But anyway, let's move on.
How to actually protect NATO, and its plans from Trump have been fraught. Among those who believe in NATO's mission, there's deep fear about what comes next. Caddy and Emmerich are back. And what's amazing is that just a teeny read of not even much history, but just recent history. We're the only country that's actually ever tapped into Article 5. We're the only country that's actually ever asked anybody to protect us when we were hit on September 11th.
Yep, that's true. The only time NATO has ever gone into action as a defensive alliance in that sense was after 9/11, when NATO countries came to help us in Afghanistan.
Right. They came to our defense. When some shit usually happen to our allies and shit, they usually can handle some of it. But if they can't handle it, nigga, they call us. But they haven't really called us to really help them do shit, really. Trump gonna fuck this up, man.
Again, this has been said so many times, but Trump seems never to understand it. NATO is not a protection racket. It's an alliance. It's based on values. There's no membership fee. There's no sum you're supposed to pay in order to be a member, in order to get protection. The members of NATO help one another.
You heard what she said. The NATO is not like a contract. It's not no shit that way everybody got to put, have a fee every month or something. It's not like that, bro. It's some moral shit. Is you gonna run your country like a democracy? If you're not, you can't be a part of what we're doing. You know how many fucking other countries want to be a part of NATO, but they got they got a dictator running their country, and they can't get this motherfucker out of there? Trying to tell you. NATO is a moral thing. You got to be doing moral shit. Like, you got to stand up to the moral principles to be a part of NATO. That's why every country ain't a part of NATO. Like I said, that's the whole reason Putin ain't a part of NATO. Nigga, you doing some inhumane shit. You can't be a part of what we doing, nigga. We leaders of the world, like, and you on some other shit. Nigga, we ain't condoning that shit. No, you can't be a part of what we doing. And that's why Putin be mad. That's why he hate America. Because, like, a lot of, he hate NATO and shit, really. He want to be a part of it, but niggas like, man, fuck that shit. That's why he do what he do. He's so angry and upset. Like, nigga, we don't get, listen, Putin, man, fuck you. Like, nigga, you can't be a part of, nigga, we not trying to kill, we don't kill our journalists, nigga. We don't imprison our journalists. What the fuck are you doing? You killing journalists and shit. That's like Saudi Arabia. They ain't a part of NATO. Trying to tell y'all. Some of these big countries that's dictators and shit like that, they ain't a part of NATO. They mad, and that's why they hate NATO. They hate America. That's why so many countries hate America. Nigga, they dictators. They preach to their people to hate us and hate NATO. They brainwash them because they mad because NATO with America and our allies, we like, yo, you can't be a part of what we doing. Y'all killing y'all people and mistreating y'all people and shit. Even though we a little, we contradict ourselves, a little hypocrisy going on. How we treat our people and shit. But at the same time, we ain't doing some of the shit that they do to their people. They don't even let their people vote. They shit is ran like a dictatorship. Nigga, if I die, my son is next in line, or my daughter, or some shit like that. Like, it ain't get the vote. Niggas don't get the vote. They leader in some of these dictator countries. Like China is borderline. Like, that nigga talking about he ain't leaving. The reason that we ain't kick these motherfuckers China out, China big like that. They got power. And the one thing about China is so many of them motherfuckers, listen, the one thing about China, they do good business. That's the reason that China even is still a part of NATO and all that shit. They do good business. But they don't treat their people all that good. That shit is borderline ran like a dictatorship over there. Like I told you, it's really, believe it or not, it's really no country actually runs their country like a democracy. The only reason they say it's ran like a democracy because people can vote and vote who their president can be in some countries. A lot of our allies and shit. But, it's a couple of motherfuckers that they change policies and laws and shit to where, like, I know she and shit, she ain't leaving till he die. You gotta understand when it's like America. When you are when a country, a government has been brainwashing you and grooming you far as like uh how they want to, you raised in that shit. Like you don't. You may see some things wrong, but you've been knowing this shit from a younger age. Your parents is brainwashed and groomed, so they brainwash and groom you. So this is generations of people over there that ain't gonna fight back against some of these dictators and shit. Like even with the shit with China, like come on, it's like even like with America, like niggas, we brainwashed too and groomed. Like we know they doing fuck shit in our government. But we don't see. We more scared of going against the government. And they pretend that they trying to be fair with us and shit like that and give us rights and we can vote our presidents in. But we really don't vote our presidents in. It's a small portion of the country of certain states that actually vote for our president. We don't really, in a way, do. That's why it's like always up in the air, or hopefully that people in these certain states and shit vote correctly. That's why, and if you ever notice in a lot of these countries, I mean a lot of these states with, you know, the electoral shit is, you notice it ain't none, it's more majority white people. It's not like a Baltimore like or Maryland, like it's more like in Maryland as a whole, it's more of us here, more black people here than white folks. It's just is. They ain't that far, like it ain't like a big discrepancy, but it's like we like about a good 40%. And then it's like the white folks here, it's like probably 35, 30, 37. They're not that far. But it's more of us here than them. And then you got all the other different nationalities of people. That's the rest of the percentage, the rest of the, you know, the percentage of that. But it's not like that in some of these electoral college states. The white people, is more of them there. Believe it or not. And so that's why you get that's why Republicans even win. They have even a chance to even win. So a lot of those states, they depend on good white folks to do the right thing. That's why I always told y'all. That's why they never want to get rid of the electoral college. The Republicans will always want to keep that there. Listen, you take away the electoral college, the Republicans would never win. If you take from states and say, look, ain't no gerrymandering, fuck an area. If you send in senators that they represent the state, it could be 3 or 4 of them. It doesn't matter, but everybody can vote because they do have an effect on that whole state, regardless if they just represent in the district. They have effect on the whole state of how they vote on the federal level that trickles down to the state level, right? So if you took away the gerrymandering and the electoral college, the Republicans would never win. They would never win. I ain't gonna say they would never win. They wouldn't have any control of the federal government or even a state probably. Believe it or not. But they gerrymandered that shit like Mississippi. It's a lot of black people down, a lot of black people. But they gerrymandered the shit out of Mississippi, and it's just ran conservative. It's ran by Republicans. I can't remember the last Democratic governor of the state. I can't remember it. You know, I don't think it never have been one. I gotta go back and research a little again. I got to research again, like, cause I don't think they like some of these states, they don't have Democratic. They never led them states because they gerrymandered the shit out of it. It's almost like the voters, the Republican voters, they don't want to move with the times. They just want to stay. They think that shit is okay, like to live the way that they live. It's not. Somehow states could be, some of these rural states and South states, they could be bigger. They just they let Republicans bamboozle them and fool them to thinking that it's about just only values, and values that keep you alive and God and shit. Like, nah, man, technology matters. That's why if you go to some of these rural states and shit, they broke as shit because they won't advance. They won't advance. They want to just keep that shit southern and listen, go to some of them rural states. They live like they back in the fucking 60s or some shit. I'm telling y'all. And the Republicans got a hold on that shit because they bamboozled them voters. These motherfuckers so scared of technology. They so scared of clean energy and shit like that. Like, it's weird. That's why, believe it or not, we get left in the dust here because of Republicans. Because we trying to always get an upper hand on us when it comes to technology and shit is because if you go to rural states and shit, they're not really teaching these people about technology. Honestly. They fearmonger them to be scared of it. Now, you can't have this. They trying to change you. They trying to change your values. Like, bro. Nobody's trying to change your values. And then maybe your values may change a little bit once you start to see improvements. But they got a hold on these people. It's a cult. Don't believe me. It ain't just a Trump cult. It's a conservative Republican cult. They got these rural states fucked up. Them voters fucked up. That's why they hate Democrats so much. You're trying to change us and stuff. Ain't nobody trying to change you. We trying to upgrade you, motherfuckers. That's it. You can still be religious and all that goofy shit, but we got to move with the times. If you go to some of these rural states and see some of their policies that they have for these states, that shit is not a democracy. That shit is like that. It's like a dictatorship. People really don't understand this about America. Like, you go to some of these rural states, man, like they got, it's some areas and shit where they got police officers and shit. Like, it ain't a lot of them. It probably got about 6 deputies and shit for a whole 2,000 or 6,000 or 10,000 people. That ain't enough deputies, nigga. Well, you get what I mean? Like, it's weird. You go to listen, people, y'all gotta do some research on some of this shit. Go to some of this shit. That shit is sad. They got shit in some parts in America where these motherfuckers live like, they don't even, some spots don't even got electricity like that. Especially the Mormon people. The Mormons they don't really have electricity and shit like that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like segregation is still alive too because people choose to segregate themselves too, right? Like the Mormons, they intentionally segregate, right? A lot of religious people they intentionally segregate. Um, shit, you got uh, uh, uh evangelicals and shit like that. They separate themselves, but they don't want to live in the worldly world, right? Like it's parts like that in America, and especially in the South. Like they intentionally segregate themselves. They don't want to be a part of the worldly world, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't. If you gonna do that, don't vote either because you don't need anything, right? Because that's they basically they shit. They don't need nothing from the government. They against the worldly world and shit. Like you know what I mean? The government to them is the worldly world. They don't want to be a part of that. So I'm fine. I'm okay with that. But I don't, cause I'm only okay with that if you don't vote, cause we don't need you pushing that old shit on us. That's why you see a lot of these evangelicals come out and they vote conservative because the conservative lied to them and tell them you can keep that old shit. But the whole time they making money, they got power, and they live in the worldly world. And the evangelicals, just because the motherfucker say, oh, well, I'm Christian and give you some type of religious group they from or whatever, these motherfuckers vote for these people. They intentionally go to these evangelicals parts of, you know, what I'm talking about and recruit them to vote for them. And they actually lie to these people. They're going to make their life better. How? Allow you to still segregate yourself from the world? It doesn't make any sense. Their whole ideology doesn't make any sense. And I'm just not talking about the Republican Party. I'm just talking about the people that vote for them. It doesn't make any sense. If you are against the worldly world, why are you voting in the worldly world? Why are you pushing your shit? Because it's a lot more people that don't want to fuck with that worldly world. I mean, fuck with that holy, you know, their little world, right? Their little religious world. Nobody want to deal with that shit. We like technology. We like the future to grow. We like young folks to grow and be better than we were. I don't want to teach my kid. I don't give a fuck how good my kid is, but I mean how good I think I am or how religious I am, but I want my kid to grow, be better than me, be more successful. Studying, I'm out this bitch struggling. Like, you know, like it's just weird. I don't understand religious people. I don't. Let's move on.
And yes, we are at a moment right now when people are very worried that that principle might not apply anymore, both because the really extraordinary way in which U.S. Congress has continued to hold up aid to Ukraine at the behest of Donald Trump, who is running for president, and because of the comments that Trump made that you just showed. People are afraid that the U.S. no longer sees itself as part of the democratic world at all. And therefore won't be.
And like I said, the Republican Party doesn't. MAGA is a dictatorship. It is not like that whole movement is a dictator. And Democrats do a bad. I tell you, they horrible. They're so horrible at this. The Democrat, listen, I don't give a damn if I'm offending Trump supporters at this point. You believe in dictatorship, not democracy. You believe in the other D. Not the D that you say that you care about. What you believe in is dictatorship, not democracy. That's why I don't go at the Trump no more. I go at his voters because they contradict themselves. You can't say you're about democracy when the man that you're endorsing is about dictatorship. White supremacy is a dictator type shit. It's all in that realm. White nationalists, all that shit. Christianity. Listen, if you want to be real, and I don't care if religious people get upset at me. If you want to be real about it, that's a dictatorship. Because like I said, ain't none of these people seen these gods that they're talking about. So how you know that this God want that from you? Trump just wrote into your Bible. Like I told you that men, through the history of the Bible, that's what they have done. That is man written. Trump just proved my point. This man just redid a Bible. Took shit from your Bible, mixed it with his shit. It ain't nothing in the Constitution that says anything about the Bible. Nothing. But Trump put it in there. He put it in the Bible, the Trump Bible. So that's basically what I'm calling it now, the Trump Bible. That is not Christianity. That is not the shit that they say they believe in. No. They don't even believe. Listen, you can't say that you believe in democracy when democracy tell you we believe in the Constitution. When the Constitution tell you that we don't believe, we don't do, we do. It's a difference between church and state. It's a difference. It's a reason that that's in the Constitution. These people are ignorant as shit. But like I said, it's so easy to get Trump supporters because they already in a cult, right? With religion. And then Trump comes along and pulls them more into the cult, into his cult, and try to mix that shit together. And then throw some white supremacy in there. Listen, people, the religious folks can't tell you or tell me that they care about people, because in their Bible it tells you help all. If they immigrants, whatever the fuck, people, you help them if they need the help. Yes, listen, in life you're going to get burned. It happens. But you don't stop. You don't lose your faith of helping people. Like I tell people this all the time. Of course, family members, friends and shit do fuck shit to me. I get it. But I don't lose faith into wanting to help people. Then I actually really did lose my faith if I just say, man, fuck, because these motherfuckers did this shit to me. Man, fuck everybody. I ain't helping nobody. Then I lost my faith. Trump supporters, you have lost your faith. You don't believe in what the fuck you say you believe in. You lost your faith. I'm trying to get y'all to understand that. This man has made y'all lose your faith. On purpose, he is doing this to you. And the whole Republican Party, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. They've been doing this shit for years. They've been misleading religious people for a long time. Why do you think the most of the evangelicals or the religious people vote for Republicans? Because they didn't hijack their religion. You ever notice about Democrats? They don't really, they reach out to the evangelical people or the religious folks, but they don't try to hijack their shit. See, one thing about what they won't tell you about religion is actually some shit that That's personal. There's nothing wrong with spreading the word, but it's personal. It's your own personal beliefs. It's how you want to move. Right? You remember when like you hear gay people, they'll say, I was born this way. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. How the fuck you know you was gay when you came out the womb? Bullshit. It's like a religious person. You wasn't, because just you was raised in religion. You wasn't born religion. The country wasn't born this way. We all know this. This is a fact. You making up shit saying the country was built on religion. It wasn't. That's why I tell people when I hear that shit from gay people, or I hear that shit from religious people, I'm like, yo, stop. Y'all lying. See, y'all lying to yourselves. Fuck lying to others. You lying to yourself. Nobody's born gay. You're not born racist. You're not born religion. You're born in religion. Not born as a religious person. You're not. You come out the womb not knowing anything. You don't even comprehend shit. You're a baby. You don't even remember. Motherfuckers don't even remember when they come out the womb. Just think about that. So how the fuck you know when you came out the womb you was gay? Or you was racist or whatever, or calling people racist because they wound up being racist, but saying they was racist soon they came out the womb. No. It's impossible. That's not how life works. Nigga, listen, let me ask y'all a question. Let me say this. I can't remember when I came out the womb. People, I don't remember when I was 1. I don't remember when I was 2. Maybe a little something in 3, but I don't remember nothing at 2 or 1 years old. I don't remember. And if you tell me you do, then you're a psychic, nigga. So something, only thing you know is what your parents tell you. You don't remember none of that shit. I don't remember. Listen, I don't even remember having this shit out when I was 3 or 4 or 5 years old. That shit is all blur. I see little shit here and there I can kind of picture a little bit, but I don't remember shit. I barely remember a lot of shit at 6 years old. 7, 8. You know what I mean? Maybe around 9, I really can remember a lot of shit, but then I don't remember a whole bunch of shit at 9. Nobody's born gay, bro. Like, listen, to the gay folks out there, no disrespect to you. You wasn't born gay. You don't even, how the fuck you know? There's no science saying that you was born gay. This is bullshit. There ain't no spiritual shit, no science, or nothing saying that you was born gay. It's like racist people. Nigga, listen. When I see, the reason I get sad when I see racist people sometimes is because, like, yo, you've been taught this shit at a young age. You was taught to hate people at a young age. I feel sorry for you. Your childhood wasn't shit. Listen, I grew up around a lot of violence and fucked up shit in my life, people. The one thing that my mom, and she love her. My mom, and we don't get along like to this day, but I still love her. She's still my mom. She helped create me. Came out that womb. Okay, listen. My mom never taught me to hate. Regardless of all the hate and violence and shit that was going on around me, she never taught me to hate. And a lot of my aunts and shit, and godmothers and shit, godfathers, they never taught me to hate. And I grew up around violence. and drugs and all types of shit. Murder. Like, the worst shit you can imagine I grew up around. I didn't see or was a part of, right? Never got taught to hate. So imagine some of these racist ass people, they've been taught to be hateful. That's sad, bro. That's sad. That shit's sad to me. I don't know if y'all look at it that way, but I do. That shit is sad to me. That shit's sad. I feel, a little part of me feels sorry for racist people. Because I was like, yo, ain't no way, yo. Like, that shit gotta hurt. Motherfuckers be feeling sorry for black folks. No, nigga, I feel sorry for racist people. Like, it's just, yo, that shit gotta be hard. I told you, just even to wake up every day and just have that type of hate in your heart. Because you've been raised that way. You gotta keep up this hypocrisy. This racism, this bigotry, this hate. That shit is weird, bro. Like, it's sad. People gotta do better, man. Like, people really gotta really truly understand emotions. Like, it ain't nothing wrong. It's a man or a woman, whoever, whatever. Yo, you gotta understand, some shit is just sad, bro. But that's where humanity comes in. That's why I always tell y'all, a lot of the times, man, growing up the way I grew up, the reason I believe a part of why I survived a lot of the fuck shit that I talk about in my childhood and how I grew up and shit like that, and I ran around all this violence and drugs and craziness, right? Is because regardless of all that shit was going on, that's why I still love my mom to this day, right? She never, like, made me hate nobody. Like I never had that in my heart. Might was angry at people and shit like that. Might have felt a little like it was supposed to. Sometimes you feel like you don't like somebody, feel like hate, but it's not. It's just that you mad at that person, right? And my mom, at a young age, my mom used to always tell me, you never say you hate people. That's a strong word. Sometimes you can't come back from saying shit like that to people. And it makes you bitter inside too. It makes you really hate people. Even though you're just disappointed in them or you mad at them. My mom taught me these morals when she was on that shit. Drugs. Sugar booger. You know what I mean? At her worst, she taught me how to care about other human beings. At her worst. So when I see racist people and to see the hate in them and the bitterness and the low self-esteem, because it's low self-esteem too, I feel a little sorry for them. I grew up the way I grew up and I still got love for people and I still have some type of humanity in me and I still can see people as human beings and all the fuck shit I grew up in, and you got raised that way and you still that way? Whew. At least I changed my life. All the bad shit I did and was around, not around it, I ain't a part of that shit, I don't do it no more. And it was because of my mama. Because of my moms. And not just her, my aunts and all that shit. God rest my aunt Willette Soul and shit like that. My Uncle Buddy and a lot of them people. Like, it was my Aunt Irene. It was a lot of motherfuckers. My grandmother, she's still alive too. There's a lot of people, y'all never made me, we don't hate. They never taught me that shit. But just imagine these racist people, how they've been raised to hate people. How you hate somebody you don't know. You ain't even get that motherfucker a chance to know if you can hate him or not. Think about that. You hate him because, look at yo, trying to tell y'all, man. try to drop some jewels on y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all in the chat. Give me a second, y'all. Go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channels down there scrolling below, people. Make sure you guys share the videos and hit the like button, people. Listen. And let me just say this too, because I rarely talk about my dad like that, because he didn't raise me, and he wasn't really in my life like that. But as an adult, and even through my whole childhood, I knew who my dad was, though. He came around here and there, and that was more because of him and my mom. You know, they was beefing. You know how that shit go, baby mama, baby daddy drama, and that was like that. My mom lied to keep me away from him and shit. You know, shit, stupid shit. Cause I believe he probably would have been there. You know what I mean? I give him that much credit. And that's why me and my dad, I don't have no hard feelings or nothing like that. But, you know, even like my dad and shit, I learned shit from my dad. My dad, the one thing about my dad, and true story, I remember, I told my dad one time back in the day when I was a kid, and I told him that, you know, at the time my boyfriend was putting his hands on me and shit. And my dad came down there to whip his ass. Told him, like, don't you ever put your motherfucking hands on my son again. Like, so I remember shit like that. And appreciate my dad for that. Because I didn't need him. I needed the protection at that time. I was afraid. I was afraid of my mom's boyfriend at the time. And he did that for me. So I it's shit like that. But the one jewel that my dad always gave me as a grown man was never be afraid of standing up for what's right. I learned that from my dad. And being real. And being who you are. Nobody, listen, you gotta be who you are. It's a part of your character. It's who you are. Now you're gonna have flaws in your character, and you fix those things. But the core of who you are, you be who you are. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna like you. You know what I mean? My dad told me that. Like, everybody ain't gonna like you, man. And the one thing about me, when I was very, very young, of course, you want everybody to like you. No matter why you like, once I got older and shit, and my dad really, he taught me that shit when I was like, when me and him really got close at the time, and we still good, but we don't talk like that. But when I was like in my 30s, and he helped me in my time of where, like, I had suicide thoughts and shit, right? So my dad was like, I always tell people my dad always was there when I really needed him. When I really, truly needed him. When I was at my real, true low. Where I partly gave up, right? And my dad always been there. And my dad taught me that shit. You know what I mean? My dad always came around at the right time. You know what I mean? So, shout out to my dad. My dad did teach me shit, and that shit still sticks with me to the day. That's why I'm comfortable in my skin because of him. You know what I mean? Because, you know, because of what he said to me and taught me. You know what I mean? Put that wisdom in them, drop them jewels on me. And I was like, yeah, I gotta be me. I can't, if I not myself, I'm, you know, how am I any good to anybody? You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot of shit from others, but for my mom and my dad, that's the shit that I learned from them. You know what I mean? I never hate people, and my dad told me be true to who you are. Because once you lose that, nobody takes you serious. Nobody believes in you and shit like that. You know what I mean? So shout out to my dad and my mom. And I don't have real close relationships to them, but I still love them from afar. You know what I mean? It's all good. I ain't mad. Like, you know, you can't be mad. You know, my dad like 60-something years old. Like, so, you know, he retired and shit. So it's like, you know, and we wasn't never close before. So it's like he living his life, man. You know what I mean? You know, he need me, call me, I'll pick the phone up or some shit, but I don't call him all the time. He don't call me all the time. We good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and believe it or not, a lot of my, probably 60% of my personality is like him as a grown ass adult. Like, you know what I mean? My emotional side, people say I'm emotional. I say I'm passionate. My passionate side and shit like that, that's more my mom come out of me. And controversy and, you know, going at motherfuckers, that's my mom. My dad is laid back. He ain't, but I got that part of him. I'm very laid back, believe it or not. People don't think that I am, but I am very laid back. You know what I mean? And that's because I got older, right? But my mom, like, when I get passionate about some shit, I get upset. Y'all see me a lot of times. That's my mom coming out of me. You know what I mean? Like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But shout out to my mom and my dad, man. Gave me, you know, one of the greatest parents in the world. But they did have an impact on who the fuck I am as a person. And I love who I am. So, I love them for that. Shout out to my mom and my dad. And I'm named by my dad, like, from every letter. Other than junior and senior. Like, he's senior, I'm the junior. So, I am, like, you know, like, nigga named me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my name, like, people call me Kenny and shit like that. My dad name is Kenny. Motherfuckers started calling me Kenny because of my dad. Call me Kenny Jr. and shit. Like, so, like, yeah. But motherfuckers know when I get upset and shit like that, and I think a lot of my family understand that. They like, this nigga's mixed with these two crazy motherfuckers. My dad was wild too, so my dad, I ain't gonna say he was a street nigga, but he hung around in the street with street niggas. So he was a wild nigga though. And when they see me a lot of times, they just see these just two mixture of motherfuckers. And my mom she was wild, right? And they see two crazy motherfuckers that got together and made this, they call me the crazy baby. So like, it just is what it is. I accept it. You know, it's cool. You know, I always feel like sometimes I gotta prove motherfuckers wrong that I ain't wildin'. But other than that, I embrace that shit. Like, I know how wild crazy my mom is. Like, and I know my dad wasn't no motherfucking punk. Like, you know what I mean? He was like that. My family is like, niggas be thinking like, you know, my family think I'm nuts and honeys and shit. But there's niggas in my family that really did some real shit that I wouldn't think about doing or ever done. You get what I mean? And they was real serious motherfuckers in the street. You get what I mean? But I just was a wild, crazy nigga. And they still see me as that way. And it's fine. It's okay. But, you know, it make me mad sometimes, but it's cool. Let me shout out the people in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother, Joshua. Hope I'm saying that right. What's going on? It's going to get worse. And the Republicans making black people a target. Of course. Of course, Joshua. Of course they doing that shit. trap. Said real preach. Facts. Real talk. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, people. Well, anyway, let's move on.
Won't be a reliable ally. And yes, they are beginning to think down the road, what do we do? I mean, in the next few months, Europe still needs U.S. weapons, U.S. supplies, but there is talk now of creating a large fund
And that's why I said you got to understand, we are the biggest gun manufacturer in the world. So a lot of countries get their guns and weapons and tanks and a lot of that shit from us. You know what I mean? We like, when it comes to weapons, we the motherfuckers. They call us. Okay? They call us. It's certain shit, like, just because a lot of shit get made in China and other places and shit, nigga, listen. Certain shit here in America, nigga, they gotta come to us. They gotta come to us. And we made it that way. And it's good too. Cause motherfuckers gotta bring something to the table. So listen, we the biggest manufacturer of guns and weapons and, the biggest in the world. Ain't nobody bigger than us. That's why, like, motherfuckers talking about Putin and them nukes. Nigga, y'all nukes, okay, cool. Y'all ain't got more nukes than us. Like, is no country around the world got more nukes than us. No country. If we wanted to right now, we can set off a nuke for every country in the motherfucking world. They can't fuck with us. And that's why Trump feel comfortable doing the fuck shit that he's doing. They can't fuck with us. We got all the nukes in them. Like, nigga, that's not how the world work, though. But you can fuck up that money. Just saying. Like, you need other people, too. America, we big, we powerful, but we still need others to be still powerful. Stupid Trump supporters. But anyway, let's move on. America first, huh? Okay. They ain't what you first. Let me say this. They ain't what's in your Bible. Because I ain't never seen nothing in the Bible say America first. God will give you, if you read the Bible, God will give you his last. That's the whole point about God. So when these motherfuckers be talking about, nah, we got to fix our deficit. We can't be over there helping the Ukraine and we can't do none of this shit. It's America first. That ain't God-like. That ain't God-like. They are listen. These people are corrupt. The religious people are corrupt at this point. That's not in your religion. We help everybody. In religion, you help everybody, regardless where the fuck they from. They ain't from America, so what? Fuck wrong with you? Listen, I know true, real believers of religion ain't got a vicious bone in their body. Nigga, it's people right now that's from America, that's very religious people that travel the world to help people from other countries, even try to do it here. And do it here as well. This is their base, but they go other ways to help on some humanity shit. Listen, they're true believers. These people, listen, these Trump supporters, they're not true believers. They believe in Trump. They believe in racism and bigotry and all that goofy shit. They don't believe in their religion. Even the evangelicals, some of you motherfuckers are just weirdos too. You weaponizing religion, and that shit is sad. That's why I call these people out. Religion, your religion is a cult. That shit is not real. That is not what the Bible says. That's not what's in your Bible. That's not what God said. You're lying and misleading people on purpose for power and racism and bigotry and all that goofy shit. Even if you read in the Bible, it was gay motherfuckers in there. But anyway, let's move on.
Keep NATO sustained and keep the war in Ukraine going, if need be, over the next 5 years.
I mean, and former national security officials like John Bolton don't say Trump, whether Trump pulls out of NATO. They're trying to help people understand when he would do it. And John Bolton recently said that he would do it, quote, very early in the term. Do people take Trump both literally and seriously on this?
They do, because I think what most people don't realize is that although there's a NATO treaty and there's a NATO institution and so on, actually NATO is a kind of psychological promise. It's an assumption that one member of the alliance would defend the others, and especially that the United States, with its nuclear weapons, its nuclear shield, would come to the defense of its European allies.
That's why Trump lies, because he knows that. He knows this is not like a contract where you sign. We signed this shit. It's a verbal contract. It's a moral contract. I got you, you got me, right? It's like your homeboy. You ain't wrote down no motherfucking contract and say, hey, nigga, I ride with you, you ride with me, right? Nah, nigga, it ain't no contract like that, nigga. You got me, I got you. You my nigga, right? Yeah, okay, cool. That's how NATO is. You on the same moral shit I'm on? You got me, I got you. That's how that is. Trump knows that. So he's intentionally lying to the voters, his voters, and acting like they got to pay all this money for our help. No. Nigga, it ain't no bank account or no dues or some shit. It's about keeping the world safe. This on some humanity shit. But Trump he don't have any humanity. And so he lied to his people and tell them, hey, well, yeah, they got to pay their share fair. Of what? Of what? We can't keep claiming we the most powerful country in the world and we don't put up more than others. If I run a crew, is my crew going to put up more money than me to take care of shit? No, I am. If I'm a boss, I'm going to put up more money than the people that work for me. If I'm the head of a corporation and I got other partners, but I say I'm the guy, I'm going to invest more than they are. That's how that goes, Trump. And that's why everybody keep talking about Trump is a great businessman. He's not. He's stupid as fuck. He don't even really know how. Listen, he know how to do crooked business. He's not a businessman. He's not a businessman, man. Like, no. Listen, Trump is he's actually worse than criminal, like the mob or some shit. At least they understand hierarchy. At least they understand, nigga, if I'm up here, yes, of course, I'm going to have to invest more. Listen, people, think about it. To make it real clear, and we can move on. When King Von got on, right? He was like almost down there equal to his niggas, right? He was a leader, but he was equal to his niggas in a way, right? But when he got a status and he started making money and he the one bringing the money in, he the leader now. Even though it's other leaders and shit, but they ain't bigger than Von. Excuse me, because without Von, You niggas, you leaders, but you ain't on the level of the leadership the way you would be if Vaughn not doing what he doing. Trump don't understand, like, nigga, they're leaders in their country. Yeah, they may not put us up much money as we do for certain shit. But we tell everybody around the world, other leaders, that we the most powerful country in the world. Y'all really can't fuck with us if y'all really truly, you know. And we do big business over here. And they like, all right, okay, cool. But still respect us, but cool. That's all that is. Yeah, we put more money up. Yeah, we spend more. Yeah, we do this shit more because we want to be the example of how other countries should be doing. But we still want to let them know, hey, nigga, we the motherfuckers though. Remember that. We the one did this, did that, did this, and did that. I acknowledge y'all. Y'all my peoples. Like, nigga, I'm the man. We the man. You know, we the country. That's all that is. Trump doesn't understand that because he's ignorant. So you want to tell NATO, oh, our ally, hey, y'all ain't putting that money up that we putting up, nigga. We ain't helping none of y'all. Okay. You not the leader of us no more. That's why I keep telling you, Trump not a leader. He's a wannabe dictator. He can't lead shit. He don't even lead his, listen, he's the face of his businesses. He doesn't run those businesses. He has no leadership skills. His kids been keeping his business at a float and the people that work for him. It wasn't Trump really running them businesses. They were just using his face like a stupid nigga. Like a stupid motherfucker. And he was just benefiting off of it. That's all. Pretending that he still was the head honcho. Your kids was the head honcho. They was really running that shit. Because when he was running it, they went, if I'm not mistaken, he went bankrupt about 9 or 10 times. I could be wrong about it. Could be more, a little less. But he bankrupted the companies. He went bankrupt. But when his kids started getting into the business and they started really getting in there and taking more control, you ever notice that Trump never went bankrupt yet? Since? See, do your history on Trump. He's not a good businessman. He's not that good at what he do. Even his daddy never went bankrupt, if I'm not mistaken. Even if he did, he didn't go bankrupt this many times. You don't hear his kids talking about they going bankrupt. He ain't been out of that shit. It's because of Trump when he in control because he's not that bright. His daddy only kept him around because his daddy knew that he was stupid. And he was going to do anything his daddy tell him to do. Trump ain't that damn bright, bro. He ain't no businessman. He ain't smart like that. Listen, people, I own my own business at one point in time. I ain't never go bankrupt. But he did. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I sold my shit. My partner, hey, take that. I'm good. I'm moving in a new, different direction. I'm basically semi-retired in a way. Honestly. That's why the job that I do it because I like it. I do it because I want to do it. But, nigga, no. This nigga, he's not that bright, bro. Let's move on.
Once Trump says, I'm not going to do that, I don't believe in it, then the rest of it, the institutions, the relationships, and so on, just don't matter as much. And then you could have an incident where Russia attacks a NATO ally, even just as a provocation, to see whether the US president would respond. And of course, the fear would be that he wouldn't. So it immediately means that the danger level in the world goes up by 100 degrees.
You know, Connie, there has been
I told you. See, it's repercussions that we pull out and we in a part of shit with our allies. That mean violence go up. That mean a lot of dictators start doing shit. But Trump want to be a dictator. He like dictators. But his dumb ass don't understand the dictators is playing him because he's not a smart person. He's not very smart. And some of the people, they believe that they're so smarter than others, they don't think about the world like that. Let's move on, man. Listen, it will be a pushback if Trump get in office. I'm telling y'all, he's going to fuck shit up even worse than he did his last year of the presidency. Even the whole time he was in office, he was fucking up our relationships with our allies in NATO. He was fucking it up. And I told y'all he was going to set us back. Like, we're set back, like niggas mad at Biden. Like, nigga, he's just trying to catch the fuck back up and fix some of this shit. So he can start really doing shit for America in a way. You gotta fix shit around the world because this nigga done fucked shit up. They don't got the trust in us like that no more around the world. Like, without allies. He done fucked the trust up. He done fucked the peace treaties up. He done fucked shit up. Stop being mad at Biden for shit that you shouldn't be mad at him about. It was like the same shit. That's why I ain't mad at Barack and as much as I used to be. Because now that I understand politics, I understand how this shit goes. If you got Republicans that go in there and they fuck shit up, and then you the Democratic president, you go in there, you gotta fix shit that they fucked up. Stop looking at Biden like, oh my God, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. Right now, he can't do a lot of shit. He gotta fix some shit to keep us intact around the fucking world in a way. And still had a country still kind of running. This shit ain't easy. This ain't your, listen, you work at a job, bitch. It ain't that easy at your job, is it? To fix shit. When people fuck up. It takes a little minute, doesn't it? And I'm not sitting here to defend the Democratic Party or Biden. I'm just telling you, give the man a little grace. Give him a little grace. Give up on him. Oh, he ain't doing what he's supposed to do in the last 3 years. Nigga, Trump, I told y'all when Trump and the Republican Party had control, they was going to fuck the country up. They was going to set us back. I told y'all this shit. And now you're bitching and complaining about some shit that they fucked up. They fucked it up. When Barack Obama left office, nigga, we was good. We was okay, put it like that. We weren't good, but we was okay. Shit was going in the right direction. Soon Trump get an 8, they go back to that same old bullshit that Republicans do. Raise taxes. Stupid shit. Deregulating shit. Trying to get rid of unions. Like goofy shit that we actually need. And then y'all sit here now, Biden should have fixed this by now. That's not how the government works. The president can't just say, he can put them executive orders in. It doesn't mean shit. All what gotta happen, one of them Republicans, all they gotta do is say, we're gonna sue you and take it to the Supreme Court. And if you look at the Supreme Court at this point, nigga, it is ran by the fucking MAGAs. So how Biden gonna fix something? If you wanted shit to get fixed, you shouldn't. If you wanted things to get fixed, you should have made sure that we got the corporate Democrats, the Joe Manchins of the world, And you should have made sure that we still kept the House. But you didn't do that. Your asses didn't get out and vote like you're supposed to. Stop blaming Biden for shit that you didn't vote. And if you did vote for it, listen, I ain't talking about you. But at the same time, I am talking about you. Shit don't get fixed just like that. That's not how government work. That's not how a business would work. That's not how capitalism work. What the fuck is wrong with you or debt? It takes some time to fix shit. If somebody fucked up something, it take a little minute. Obama took over a depression. Like we fucked. When he left that motherfucker, we was all right. Remember, as mad as we get at Democrats and all that other shit, they fix the economy. They fix it. They get us back on the right track. And it seemed like they ain't did shit, and it's just because of some fact, they just trying to fix the shit that they gotta fix to get the economy back on track. It's not easy to do that shit, man. I do this politics shit, so people can disagree with me with all you want, but I do this motherfucker politics shit. I do my research. I do my homework, however you want to look at it. I know how this shit works. And I'm telling y'all that you could be mad at Biden and the Democrat Party all you want. Yo, listen, nigga, for what they have done in the last 3 years, nigga, come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta appreciate that shit. You gotta appreciate that. That's one thing I give by. I gotta appreciate it. Yes, could he do more? Yes. Is he doing everything I want him to do? No. But it ain't easy to do everything that everybody want. Everybody want this. Like, nigga, come on, man. That's not how government works. That's not how life works. You don't get everything the fuck you want. Nigga, I'm at my job a lot of times. I wish I could, a lot of shit that I want the job to do to make my job easy, they don't do it. But I use my little bit of power that I do have to change certain shit. That's the type of motherfucker I am. But you motherfuckers, you bitch and complain about the government or just say the Democrat Party so much, and you don't even understand. A lot of y'all don't even understand how government even fucking work. Anyway, let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We right back. Back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel, go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there strolling below. Make sure you guys share the videos and hit the like button, people. Keeps the lights on and push the movement. But let's move on.
this sense that, one, Trump doesn't always mean what he says. Two, he's too incompetent to carry out what he says he means. Or three, there would be guardrails. Trump 2.0 has
Listen,
nothing.
first of all those things could be true. Everything that she just said, all can be true at once. He could be very incompetent, but he means what he says, and it's going to be some guardrails there. But Trump has people that he's going to put around him that's going to try to break those guardrails. That's why he's dangerous. People keep thinking that it's Trump that's dangerous. It's the people that's in his ear that he's going to surround himself with that are the dangerous people. That's the people that we need to worry about. We worrying about Trump, yeah, of course, because he's the face of it. But Trump is not the issue. It's the people that's around him. It's like, all right, prime example, right? I'll make it simple. And I'm going to move on. Listen. When I was with my clique, right? When I was out in the street and I was doing shit, right? I was somewhat respected more than feared. And the reason and then even if I was feared in a way, it was because of the niggas that I was around. My niggas was really like that. You get what I mean? My niggas was like that. Now, I put in some work, but I'm just saying, but my niggas was like that more than I was like that. They was on that shit all day. They had that energy all day, every day. They was on that shit. I was a little different. It's a little much of a pretty boy, a little bit more of, I liked it the perks. I liked it to get the pussy, get the money, like type motherfucker. I wasn't really with the trying to prove shit. But here and there, I had to get with my niggas to prove some shit. So my niggas was more feared than I was. Right? But I was one of the leaders. Right? Just because of the way I moved. Right? And I moved with a little bit of this. My niggas just moved, a lot of my niggas moved off of impulse. It wasn't that they wasn't smart. It was just they just moved off the impulse. They just didn't, it was more of an emotional thing. But I moved off of, I had to think how shit could go left or this or whatever. So that made me one of the leaders. And at the same time, it's the way I carried myself. But my niggas was more feared than I was. The niggas feared me. It was, oh, yo, yeah, that's Kenny. Yo, he cool people, yo, but he with them niggas, though. He with them niggas from in and all. Them niggas get, them niggas get busy. And that's what that was. Niggas didn't fear me like that. I never was feared. And I kind of didn't want to be feared in a way either. Because I could have took that route of trying to get niggas to fear me and shit, but it just wasn't me. It wasn't my personality. It wasn't how I was. And I wasn't like, it's almost borderline bullying in a way, and I didn't like bullies, so I didn't kind of like that shit. But and I just was a cool dude anyway, in a way. And I wasn't a real violent dude in a way, right? I just hung around a lot of real violent niggas that'll bust your head on impulse, right? But I was dangerous because of my niggas. I was feared and people feared me because of the niggas that was around me. It's no difference than Trump. Trump ain't that goddamn bright. We all know that. Is he dangerous? Yeah, he's dangerous because of the people that surround him, that he surrounded himself with, just like me. I surrounded myself with real niggas that really get busy and don't give a fuck. It's no different than Trump. And people need to understand that. That's all that is. See, I understand game. I understand who Trump is. I understand the people that's around him. If for some odd reason people don't understand what the fuck I'm saying sometimes, like, yo, Trump he's dangerous, but it's not him that you really need to worry about. He's just the face. Like, for me, I was one of the leaders. My man Alex and me, we was all leaders in our own way, but it was just me and Alex. Motherfuckers knew, like, you get what I mean? But my niggas, they was the hitters. They the niggas that'll bust your ass. They was the niggas that was out there doing fuck shit. Them niggas was out there fuck your girls and beat niggas up and shit, start wars. Like, they ain't give a fuck. My niggas was on that shit. Clap you, shoot you, whatever. Like, they was on that. Me and my man Alex, we wasn't really on that. Not even mean that we was soft. It was just, we just wasn't on it. Nigga, we liked the peace. We liked the perks. We liked to get the pussy. But my nigga Alex, like, he was a leader in his way. That nigga was the first nigga to step up before anybody. I used to always tell him that. He was like, nah, nigga, we was the same. No, we wasn't. I learned a lot of my leadership skills from him. Especially in that street shit. Listen, our niggas was the niggas. They was the niggas that got busy. We wasn't doing that. I tell my man Alex that shit all the time. Yo, we wasn't really on that shit. We only got involved in a lot of that shit because our niggas was on that shit. We got busy because we had to. We got busy because our niggas was getting busy. Or our niggas done did some shit and we got ride. Because we got to let our niggas know, hey, man, I don't give a fuck, right or wrong, we got you. That's all Trump doing. Trump ain't, listen, I'm not saying we wasn't who we was, but we wasn't our niggas. Our niggas was like that. Not saying we didn't get busy, but they was like that. It's the same thing with Trump. Trump, yes, he's a threat, but it's the dudes that's with him, that he surrounded himself with, that's really like that, that's really going to do the shit that he's talking about. And they're going to push him to do it. Because he with it, but he ain't that bright to do it. It's like when I was telling you, like, me and my ass, it wasn't that we wasn't willing to do it. That's wasn't our thing. In a way. We had to get pushed to do it. And understood the streets. You can't, these are our niggas, we got ride. It's the same thing with Trump. Trump ain't bright enough to do it, but he gonna do it because, you get what I mean? He have to. Because he the front, he the center, he's the leader, in a way, right? He's the face. Just like me and my man Alice, we was the face. But our niggas was the one that was getting busy. And just like Trump people, Trump the face, but his people that he surround himself with is the ones that's gonna get busy. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's move on. That's why Trump is dangerous. It ain't because he really like that. It's just, it ain't that he don't really truly believe in this shit. It's just, he just ain't that dude really like that. But he gonna ride.
No, has none of those three things slowing him down. He's publicly aligned himself with the world's most brutal autocrats. He's not even pretending to find any value in NATO, and he's not pretending to surround himself with the likes of Secretary Mattis, Kelly, Tiller. I mean, none of those people are talked about as part of their Project 2025.
You gotta think about it too. And I go back to me and my man Alice and shit, and the whole shit back in the day. Street shit. My little brother and his little brother is that they're our peoples, right? Those niggas, those two niggas had their impact on us, right? They was leading our clique in a way. We was just the face in a way, right? We just was the face. Like me and my man, we just was the face of that shit. But my little brother, his little brother, They was leading our niggas. And we listened to them, too. Right? Because they're our brothers, you know what I mean? Our people. So we listen to them, too. We ain't like everything, but we roll with them. They family. But they was the ones that was leading our niggas. Like, to a lot of shit that we was getting into, they was that. They was leading that shit. That wasn't us, and we just roll with it. That's all Trump is doing. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I understand what the fuck is going on because I was in this type of position on some fuck bad shit that I tell you I'm against. I told y'all I'm against now. But I was a part of that type of shit with my clique. Listen, I know gangster shit when I see it. Right? Listen. Me and my man, listen, bro, we like the perks. We was good niggas. We wasn't really with the fuck shit. If we ain't had to get in a lot of shit that we had to get in, we wouldn't fuck with it. We wouldn't do it. Personally for us. But our little brothers, they was the real niggas like that. They the ones that was like, and that's why they leaders too, because they generals and shit, like, because they was really about that shit. But we were just the face. Oh, if you fuck with one of them niggas, then we go off. Regardless if they right or wrong. And they knew that. They was the smarter ones out of me and him. Believe it or not, if you really want to be real about it, they was really more smarter than us because they knew that. They knew that regardless if they was right or wrong, the loyalty that we had for them, we was going to ride regardless, even though we the face of it. We the face of the clique. But deep, we know that those the niggas that really get busy like that. We knew that too. We knew that, and they knew that. Like, we knew that about each other. And it worked. It worked. Like, me and my man Alice, we had this argument all the time. When I tell him, like, nigga, I really wasn't really with that shit. You know I wasn't. And you really wasn't really, we didn't really like a lot of that shit they was doing. But we did it, we rolled with that shit because they family. But they was really, a lot of the shit that they was doing got us in a lot of shit. We didn't go around, a lot of shit that we got in, that wasn't no shit that me and him created. But by us being older, we the leaders and shit, we the face. And we loyal and we love these niggas, they our family. Like, nah, nigga. And then our niggas that was with them, that was dumb, they was recruiting niggas. We wasn't recruiting niggas. They was doing all that. A lot of our niggas that we used to fuck with came from our little brothers. That didn't come from us. I mean, we had a couple of niggas that we brung in here and there, but a lot of our soldiers, that came from our little brothers. They did that shit. They brung these niggas in. They recruited them niggas. I try to get y'all to understand this shit. This shit with Trump doing, I know exactly what he doing. He's just the face. He's not. He was who I was with my clique. Me and my man Alice. That's who he was. He ain't the motherfuckers. He ain't really like that, but he like that, but he ain't like that. He ain't, like I told you, he ain't stupid. Put it like this: Trump ain't bright, but he's stupid too. He ain't that bright. He, like, it's other people giving him vision of what he's talking about and saying and doing. Right? And it was like with my niggas and shit. Same shit. Our little brothers and shit, nigga, we didn't have, like, I still try to tell him this. Like, yo, we was just niggas, we was there to protect them. right? And ride with them and have they back. That's what we was there for. It wasn't deeper than that. I look back at that shit now, it wasn't deeper than that, bro. Those niggas really ran our clique. We just there to protect them. Make sure none of them niggas is dead. Or get killed or nothing bad happened to them. A lot of our niggas, the soldiers, a lot of them died in jail. But those two niggas, the niggas that was really like that and doing that shit and recruiting and was kind of ahead of that shit, we protected them. We try to protect all our niggas, but you get what I'm saying? Shit happens. But nigga, we went to war with so many people, bro. So many cliques and shit. Listen, it was crazy, bro. A lot of that shit we used to do back in the day, the wars that we was in, bro. I always tell people this. The only reason I even got shot and almost died was it wasn't even my beef, bro. That was my niggas. That was they beef. Before I even knew them. Right? Before we even clicked up and had our click. Before I even knew my little brother. Like, he didn't know he was my brother. Like, you get what I mean? Like, so, yeah, like, yeah, that was some different shit, man. And like I told you, Baltimore was so small. The nigga that even they was beefing with was related to us. They didn't know that. I didn't know that either. It just was weird. You know what I mean? To go back and think about that shit. But, you know, my niggas is... The crazy shit about it, I love those niggas to this day. Because who I am, a part of who I am a little bit, is because of them. Right? I just use the shit that I learned and being around them in a positive way instead of using it in a negative way that how I used to use it. Right? The knowledge and certain shit of how, you know, how I was and shit. That's it. But my niggas, I love them niggas to this day. I love them to this day. I do. They my blood, man. And we did a lot of shit. We had some fun, but we did a lot of fuck shit. You know what I mean? Did a lot of shit. Bad shit in the community. You know what I mean? We wasn't, I don't even think we was the worst clique in the community, but nigga, we did some fuck shit. We hurt our community just like, it doesn't matter who was the worst clique or whatever, you know, the most dangerous. We all hurt the community at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but I appreciate my niggas though. I love them because I ain't who I am I ain't part of who I am if it wasn't for them. So, love my dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you've got people like John Bolton and Mark Esper who are saying Trump's going to pull out of NATO quickly. But you even got people who have kind of kept close to Trump, who are clearly worried that Trump might pull out of NATO. Somebody like Marco Rubio, who at the end of last year managed to slip a sort of protection for NATO into the National Defense Authorization Act. It kind of didn't go very noticed. Now, Trump could kind of override that. He could affect it.
You hear what she's saying? Marco Rubio, he's out here defending Trump. He riding with Trump. He's scared of certain shit about Trump, but he ain't gonna go against Trump. Cause he's understanding if Trump get back in office, he at risk. And let me just say this too. And you can quote me on this, and nigga, we can bet on this. If Trump loses, all hell gonna break loose a little bit, right? But the Republican Party have, at that point in time, they can revamp themselves to kind of get back to being a part of democracy. Because at this point, the Republican Party is not a part of democracy. That party is a dictatorship. It's a racist hate group. The Republican Party stands for a racist hate group. That's what that shit stands for. Listen, but if Trump lose, they got a chance to fix that shit. Honestly, they do. And it may take a minute, but at least they got a chance. Because at that point, if Trump lose, I think some of them so-called MAGA fucking with Trump that's really scared of Trump, they scared of Trump, but they don't like him, but they scared of him. They're going to turn it back on Trump. Because, nigga, you done lost all these elections since you got in office. This shit ain't working. And they going to move on. We tried your little white nationalist bullshit, racist shit. It ain't working. We losing elections and shit. You know what I mean? Like I told you, even if they win the Senate or anything like that, as long as the Democrats win one of them things in government, the House or the Senate or the presidency, as long as they win one of that, Trump ain't going to be able to do what he want to do. I'm just telling you that now. He's going to try his damnness to break democracy, to turn into a dictatorship. Of course he is. But if Democrats get at least just one, they ain't got to win the presidency. But I tell everybody to make sure of that he don't win the presidency, get Joe Biden in there. So regardless of whatever the fuck the Congress do, nigga, that shit ain't getting passed. Because all Biden got to do is veto it. No, we ain't doing that. You can pass all that shit all you want. I'm vetoing it. Because, see, you need all three branches. I think it's three branches or two branches of government. You need the Congress and the president to agree on a bill and a policy. The president got to sign off on that shit, too. Even though the Congress passed whatever they passed, doesn't mean shit. He can veto that shit. The president can. So, it doesn't matter. Like, I always tell y'all, like, this is serious, and I know politics, but why push it to the limit? Right? Let's just get Biden in there. Let's make sure we get the House or the Senate. I can survive nothing getting done for 4 years of crazy Republican mega shit. Or just policies not getting through. I can do another 4 years of that. But to have Trump in there and have him in control, come on, man. Because he do have power to fuck with our allies, because he understand that he can't get shit passed in Congress. Listen, he will fuck up our shit when it comes to our allies, because he's that bitter of a person. You think the justice system is bad now? If he get in there, he start clearing motherfuckers out. He have the power to do it. Because he's the president. He can control some shit. Trying to tell y'all. There's only two things that the president can't do. He can't pass policies, right? Other than, the little shit that he can do, executive orders, but that shit can get debunked in court, right? And the second thing is, what the president can't do is go to war without Congress. He can't. That's why George Bush got away with what he got away with. He bamboozled the Congress to get them all to agree on it. With the whole Iraq shit. But president don't really have that much power like you think, but he does. He can do some shit to fuck some shit up. Don't get that shit twisted. But That's why I say y'all really believe we need to really focus on Congress as well. Because like I said, it's about 40, 60 that Trump can win. But really in certain electoral college shit, it's a 50-50 thing. If Trump wins, then okay, fine. We can be upset about that, but let's use our brain, use our common sense. And then now we got to get down and start voting for these senators and House of Representatives to make sure Trump and the Republican Party don't have the power to pass shit. Because you can stop that shit. The one thing about America in a way, that's why I said a civil war, it could happen, but it takes real good strategy to do that, to start a civil war again. The problem with that is it's going to be very, very hard to do it because of how big some of the big states are, or the Democrat states. It's going to be very hard. And it's not like back in the day. You had a lot more racist people. Y'all, people be thinking there's a lot more racist people in this country. It's actually really not. It's really not that many racist people. The problem is that the voters are not that smart. And so they vote the racist people in and not knowing that they're racist a lot of the times. And I'm just saying for the Democrats and the Republicans. Honestly. And it's about the country is really kind of ran and people vote a lot of times on, money. But they think they can get out in a little bit of power. But it's about money. The Republican Party don't give a fuck. They don't make no money. The voters, they don't care about the money. They care about power, but that's what makes them dangerous. But the Democrat Party, what makes them weak is that they don't understand about the power. I'm not worrying about Joe Biden not doing anything. Stop these motherfuckers from taking rights. That's what I care about. And for some odd reason, the Democrat Party don't comprehend that. They sit there, they talk about it, but they not really pushing it like they supposed to. They're not fighting back and not saying, hey, he's a danger. Every day, I would say, Donald Trump, every chance he speak about it. Every day, I speak about it too. I say, you're the one that's want to get rid of democracy, nigga. You don't want to side with dictators. If that was me, I was the Democrat Party strategist. Like, nigga, you the one against democracy. You keep talking about democracy. You don't want democracy. You brag about taking away women's rights. Fuck is you talking about? You got people in states that's elected officials talking about getting rid of gay marriage and getting rid of interracial marriage. I would go at some of those evangelicals. I'm making sure I'm not talking about all evangelicals. I'm talking about the people that support the evangelicals that support the Republican Party. You are frauds. If you about freedom, why y'all okay with a party? Because it ain't our party saying, hey, we're going to take, it's a person in our party saying, we want to take away interracial dating. Interracial relation marriage or whatever. You ain't a racist, but that's a racist policy. Come on, man. You ain't a bigot. You ain't got a problem with gay folks. But you don't want to acknowledge them, you don't want to serve them. They're part of society. See, they got to be harder on religious folks. And I think that's the part of the problem with the Democrat Party. You got to be harder on religious, so-called religious folks that think that they're speaking truth to power. You're not. And they speaking for God. No, you hijacking religion. You're using religion as a weapon. And that's not cool. Nobody's telling you you can't believe in what you want to believe in. But this is a society for everybody. Your religion is a personal thing. If you want to do that or whatever, believe, and that's the thing. Outside of that, businesses and all that shit, no. Because see, this shit affects everybody. Businesses, everything. That shit affects everybody. Your beliefs, it's starting to affect everybody. What the Democrats should say to the religious people, you are liars, and the MAGAs, you are liars that the country was built on religion. It wasn't. It just gave everybody the opportunity to believe in whatever religion you want to. That's one reason we got church and state. You don't get to push your moral bullshit on us. Have you ever heard Joe Biden say, hey, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Joe Biden is a Catholic. You don't hear Joe Biden pushing Catholic shit on people, his religion on people. And I know people going to be like, well, how you going to say that, Kenny? Listen. And the Catholic shit, go read their religion. And they're part of the Bible that they pick and choose that they want to represent. Nigga, they against gay people shit. They don't, you know what I mean? But he doesn't use his religion when he make policies. He doesn't. Because if he did, it's in their little Bible, their little religion shit. They say gay people, blah, 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 just like the Christians. There's like a lot of those different religions. But Biden doesn't do that. The Democrat Party doesn't do that. Trying to tell y'all. Even when it comes to certain shit about race, right? When certain shit comes about race, there's nothing in the Bible that talks about race. Nothing. It doesn't say, other than one thing, that the race of God, he's not white. White people assume that. They made that shit up. But God is not white. In their Bibles, in any Bible, God is not white. God is not even fully black. These are facts. I can't make this shit up. But they don't tell these people that. They sit there and not try to disrespect their religion. Listen, I'm not disrespecting these people's religion. Facts cannot disrespect some shit. It can make you upset. It could, you might not like it, but a fact should not make you feel like somebody's lying to you. Regardless if it doesn't line up with your ideology or what your beliefs is. A fact is a fact. God is not white or black. He's a mixed motherfucker. He's a mixed breed. You know who God is? He looked like Barack in them. That's what God looks like. Like, stop. He's not white, or he's not black. Like, stop. From their Bible, if you read that shit, he's not white or black. He's a mixture of everything. But they lie to everybody, tell everybody Jesus is white, and Jesus is black, and Muslim. Listen, Jewish, like, come on. At the end of the day, his race, he don't really have a race. He's mixed with everything. That's why you see all these different types of different nationality of people. Because you got to think about it. They tell you, oh, the only reason black people got here, we came from monkeys. What? We come from monkeys? So where white people come from? So God just created them, but he didn't create us. And we only got created because of the monkeys, and then the monkeys created us. Okay. Stupidity. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We're right back. We'll be back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel. We highly appreciate it. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below. Make sure you guys share the videos and hit the like button. Well, yeah, but back to what I was saying. Listen, man. Black people come from monkeys, right? They like to say that, right? So white people, where did they come from? They just, God just created them, but didn't create us. But they created the monkeys, and then the monkeys created black people. Think about that shit. How did fucking an animal create a human being? Think about that shit. Think about how stupid this shit is. So if you really want to be real honest about it, then God created animals before he created human beings. It's like people, like, think about this shit. Like when people say they don't believe that dinosaurs actually exist. We got their bones. How did they not exist? How did chickens and all this shit survive before, you know, for all these thousands of years? Like, all that shit exists. Listen, I tell everybody this. I'm not a conspiracy theory nigga, right? Do I believe that it's people out, like, it's other planets and shit that got probably aliens on it, you might say? It's a possibility of it. I can't not say it's not. I never seen an alien. So how the fuck I know? Right? But 99%? Of course I don't. Because I never seen one. But it could be that 0.001%. Yeah, could be. Because I have never seen one. We don't know a lot of shit. Like people be acting like they, it's totally out of the blue that people be tripping about aliens or some shit like that because they ain't never seen it. Nigga, a lot of these niggas ain't never seen God, but they believe in religion. They believe in God. They never seen God. They never talked to him, had a conversation, talked to him on the phone. None of that shit. They're lying. And I was right religious at one point. Listen, nigga, I ain't never talked to God. You feel energy and spirit. That's why I'm a spirit person. I feel energy and spirit and shit like that. But I didn't see, listen, no lie to you. I seen ghosts before. I won't lie about that. My grandma, seen her. My grandma was dead. I was probably about 4, 5. And listen, it could have just been a dream too, for all I know. Right? Because I haven't seen my grandmother since then. So it could have just been a dream. And I haven't dreamed about her since then. She died when I was probably about 3 or 4. Something like that. But I haven't seen my grandmother since then. I haven't had that dream again. If it was a dream. I don't know that for sure. Right? But I'm a spiritual dude. Right? And listen, I don't knock people's beliefs. My problem is that when you push your beliefs on others, that's where I have a problem. Right? Like, especially if some shit that nobody else can see. Right? Or it's not a fact. You get what I mean? Just because I tell y'all, I say, look, I seen my grandma at 3 or 4 years old, so that's why I'm spiritual. Y'all should believe in that. If I do that, then I'm out of pocket. Right? Y'all should only believe in spirituality. I'm not telling you that. You can believe in religion. It's okay. It's cool. But I ain't trying to push my shit on you. The problem be when you push your beliefs and religion on others. That's where the problem comes for me. You ain't got to believe none of the shit that I'm, like, my spirituality and shit like that, and my beliefs in that way. When it comes to religion or spirituality, you don't have to believe in that. And I don't want you to. That's up to you. But I'm not going to push that on you. I'm not going to say, if you don't believe in these things, you're not real. You don't care about other people. You're groomers. You're fuck people. You know what I mean? Like, I start disrespecting you because you don't believe in what I believe in, spiritually or religiously. Like, you know what I mean? That shit is weird. Because mind you, I have never talked to God. Do I believe it's a high power or God? Yes. But I have never met God. I would never lie to y'all about that. But these people who sit out here and they tell y'all this shit. Like it's a guarantee that it's a God. They don't know that. They are lying. And I've been very religious and I'm a very spiritual person at this point in my life. And I never seen a God. I don't know if he exists or not. I just don't know. But I partly 50% of me, maybe 60% of me believe that is a high power. That is a God. But I don't know that for 100%. To sit there and tell you got to believe, and this is how we got to believe, and this is what we got. It's a lie. It's a lie. Listen, people, I don't dislike religious people. I don't like certain religious people that use religion and God as a weapon to try to brainwash others. I never try to get y'all to believe in what I believe in. I tell you that you ain't gonna sit there and the facts are in your face, and you ain't gonna sit there and just act like these facts don't matter. That'd be my issue, but my beliefs and spirituality and religion, no. Believe in what you want to believe. But we do believe, we all, at the end of the day, which is a fact, we all are human beings. And we got to understand, we got to treat each other with humanity, regardless of what color skin we are, what sexuality we are, what religion, or whatever it may be. Because at the end of the day, regardless of all that shit that we believe individually, we still human beings. So we need to treat each other like human beings. That is a fact. I don't give a fuck about your religion. I don't. Please don't give a fuck about my shit, my spirituality. Don't care about that. Don't care about it. Just be respectful to others. I told y'all, that's where my humanity comes in at. That's why like a Trump supporter or some racist motherfucker can't act like I hate white people or I hate people. That's bullshit. Listen, I don't dislike racist people. I mean, I don't hate white people. I dislike what you stand for. And I think you're wrong. But I don't hate you and I don't wish harm on you. Hopefully one day you get it. But until then, I'm going to tell you that you ain't shit. And you ain't. If you hate others, you ain't shit. If you are a fucking bigot to other people, then you ain't shit. It ain't just a belief. These are facts. I can't hate nobody that I don't know. I can't dislike a motherfucker I don't know. In a way. Right? Like, so I can't say a person skin color or some gay. Listen, I may not like a lot of gay shit, but that doesn't mean I don't like gay people. I don't know all gay people. We got used to doing that shit to people. And they did it with our people first. What up, Talk? Shout out to my brother talking in the building. What up, Talk? We gotta do better of being respectful and respecting others. Not even just respecting others, just understanding that just because nobody believe in what you believe in doesn't make them bad. Right? If I ain't out here raping and murdering and stealing and, if I ain't doing that shit, then I'm not a bad person because I don't believe in what you believe in. We gotta stop that shit. And it all comes from right wingers, and it all come from a lot of these evangelical right winger motherfuckers. Try to tell everybody else we bad because we don't believe in what they believe in. The fuck out of here. You don't even believe in what you believe in. And I can prove it. But anyway, let's move on.
Effectively, as Anne brilliantly puts it, it's a psychological frame of mind. He could just kind of effectively pull America out of NATO. But I just thought it was interesting that Marco Rubio was worried enough about the prospect of Trump pulling out of NATO. Marco Rubio, who has stayed close to Trump, who may even work in a future Trump administration, that he managed to get something through the Senate. From NATO's point of view,
because of the simple fact, he don't like Trump. He's scared of Trump. Every time he speak about Trump, you see the bitch in him. He's a bitch motherfucker. That's why he did what he did. He don't talk bad about Trump because he's scared of Trump. He's a bitch ass motherfucker. He ain't no leader. He's a bitch ass motherfucker. But anyway, let's move on. Fuck Marco Rubio, that pussy ass motherfucker. A sellout to his own people. He a sellout to his own people. Piece of shit. Anyway, let's move on.
Look at those anniversary celebrations in Brussels today. Who are they talking to? They're talking to the Asians. You've got the New Zealanders, you've got the Japanese, you've got the Koreans. You kind of got this other area of the world. I mean, it's ironic that you've got this area of the world. If America first means Europe last, you've got Asia saying, you know what, we still want NATO. We still want those security protections. And I just wonder whether you're going to have a situation were Donald Trump to pull out of NATO.
I'm telling y'all. You hear what she's saying? And she ain't lying about that. You got other NATO people, nigga, we still love NATO. We with the, you know, with the ally shit. We want peace in the world. This nigga Trump don't want that. And if he gonna be on that, let y'all know we still good. Let's ride. That's dangerous for us. This nigga Trump is putting us in danger. With our allies, to the point that if some tragedy really happened, nigga, they ain't gonna ride with us. Like, real talk. We the big bad America, but nigga, we ain't like nothing can't happen to us. We can be the big bad bully. Shit happened to the bully too. The biggest motherfucker, the top dog, shit can happen to the top dog. Excuse me. Y'all keep, okay, man. Trump supporters, y'all keep playing around. America first, huh? Okay. They're telling you how America can be first. With no motherfucking backing. And then we want to get with dictators. These dictators will, and Trump ain't that bright. Oh my God, they gonna play the shit out of us. Them dictators gonna play the shit out of us. Oh, because he's not that bright. Anyway, let's move on. Y'all love Putin and them, the dictators. Okay, cool. Hold up, and let me say this. Y'all seen what happened to Hitler? Y'all seen what happened to Hitler? The reason that Hitler got took down, on real talk, you know why Hitler got took down? Because of the simple fact that Hitler wanted to take over the world. The white nationalists. The Christian white nationalist bullshit, whatever that is. It's the same shit. That's how Hitler got took down. Trying to tell y'all. Hitler had allies too, with dictators and shit. He was dealing with Russia. Go do your history on it. He was dealing with Russia back in the day. A lot of the dictators. Even America goofy ass. But what happened was, when he was telling, oh nigga, we gonna do everything that Hitler, you're gonna do what I'm gonna do, and if you're not, and he start getting too thorough, it's like Trump. You start telling the world, and nigga, you gonna do what we want you to do, then nigga, you gonna go to war with the world. And the dictators ain't built like that. And at the same time, you can destroy the world at this point. A lot of part of the world, at least 75% of the world, because a lot of motherfuckers got nukes. So, you telling our allies and shit, nigga, and you get with dictators and try to go to war with us, even if we are America, you can destroy 75% of the world with nukes. That's what you want to do? That's Trump supporters. That's what y'all want? That's y'all believe? Okay, cool.
So where you've got kind of Europe and Asia working together, and the United States, you know, America first might look like America alone.
I mean, it is sort of the reordering of the world order in anticipation of the possibility of him. That's how great the threat is.
And by the way, the Europeans have been thinking about this and anticipating it. President Macron of France has been talking about having a strategic independence or strategic autonomy from the U.S. That's something that they've talked about for a long time.
Mind you, they've been talking about getting rid of us for years because of this nigga Trump. They've been planning to separate themselves away from us because of the fuck shit that's going on in America, the whole MAGA movement. Y'all ain't helping us. Y'all are just a bunch of fucking racist and stupid, goofy motherfuckers. Yes, we could be about us, but America is bigger than that. We bigger than our country. Our influence is big. And you just trying to ignore that shit and you trying to act like, oh no, we gotta just take care of America first. Okay then. Well then other countries gonna say, listen, we not fucking with y'all no more. You don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you then. Don't call us for shit. And it's going to be a period of time they ain't going to do business with us. See, that's going to fuck up all the economy. See, you motherfuckers keep thinking, oh, this America first bullshit. No, nigga, we the world. America is the world. You keep forgetting that. We the world. We deal with everybody in the world. But if you want to be on this America first shit, listen, let me just explain something to you about Russia. Russia ain't that stupid. They do business with everybody. But they're about Russia. But they do business outside of Russia. They know better. You stupid Trump supporters keep thinking America first. Fuck everybody. They ain't with America. If you turn everybody off, then you can't get no business outside of America. Niggas not gonna want to do business with us. Russia ain't that damn stupid. You know the crazy shit about it? Putin and Russia want Trump to be in there so Trump can do the shit that I'm talking about to crumble our fucking allyship and our economy. It's a reason that Putin like Trump. They see how stupid they are. Hey, listen, we at war psychologically with Russia and dictators. All the dictators around the country, they're like, yeah, bring Trump in there so he can be stupid. We're going to fuck up America. We ain't going to make them powerful. We can take over and be more powerful than America. And it'll be too late. Because now we at war with dictators that got them things. And then our allies like, hey, y'all niggas took that road. It is what it is. And they're not going to fuck with you. They ain't going to ride with you. They ain't gonna ride with America. Y'all keep playing. Trump supporters keep playing. This shit bigger than your fucked up ass religion and your fucked up beliefs. This shit bigger than that. It's bigger than my beliefs. Stop playing. It's almost like Trump want to keep us away from the world. And it's like, okay, cool then, bro. Like, if that's the case, then nigga, we should stop doing business with everybody. And that will happen if we keep going this route. We ain't got to make that choice. They going to make the choice for us. Y'all doing that? Okay, cool. Well, we not fucking with y'all no more. Whatever happened to America happen to America. Fuck them. Fuck y'all all. Listen, don't be shocked. If Trump getting off and he on this bullshit that I'm talking about, he on, don't be shocked that some of these countries gonna be like, hey man, all right, well, we don't need y'all in y'all military, y'all got bases, because we got bases all around the world. And they start saying, no, get your bases out here. Then the technology start to go down. Now we ain't got technology. Say a lot of our bases and shit around the world, we ain't got no bases. We ain't got no technology around these other countries to know what the fuck is going on. See, this is what happened with stupid people. That America first. America first about what? They can tell you, they can start telling us, nigga, your technology don't work around here no more. We don't want y'all having nothing going on around in our country. Think about what I'm saying. If Trump want to take this route in a mega, y'all want to take this route, the voters, y'all want to take this route, understand that our allies going to be like, hey, you don't have access to our shit no more. And then we start talking about satellites and shit like that. Like, seriously. This shit deeper than what y'all think it is. It's not as, oh, make America great again and only America. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Trump supporters, this ain't, we only gonna do America? Listen, our allies can stop fucking with us. They can stop giving us access to shit. They can stop saying, hey, you don't get access to our shit no more. They can start blocking us from shit. We don't have research. We don't have these things around the world and shit like that. We ain't gonna have it. Let me explain something to y'all. You want to be real? Let's be real. There ain't a whole bunch of countries that got solar systems in the galaxy called the galaxy. Everybody ain't got their shit up there. Everybody ain't got their shit up there. It's a few countries that got their shit up there. Few countries. It's probably about maybe 10. Out of all the countries in the world, it's about 10 up that bitch. Imagine that our allies, and it's probably a little more than that. It probably might be a little more than that. But imagine our allies say, you know what? No more access to our shit. No more access to our country. You don't fuck with us? No more access to our shit. You don't get to know what we doing. Imagine that. Imagine you start fucking about business. Imagine that Trump going in, America first, y'all stupid, ignorant motherfuckers, and y'all start saying, oh, America first. Okay, well then, some of them TV shows, all that shit that we would know about other countries and shit like that, we don't know no more because they kicking us out. They put a block on satellites. You don't got no motherfucking access to our shit. See, this shit is deeper. That's why I told you. Listen, humanity is humanity, but science matter. Religion is cool. It's cool. I ain't saying no, totally wrong, but science matter. Technology matter. It's how the world works. Imagine they say, no, we blocking y'all from this. No more of that shit. Here, not here. You can't have access to anything that we do here. That's how national security shit. so we know what the fuck is going on in the world. And then our allies say, hey man, no, no more of that. No more access to our shit. Do y'all understand what Trump can do and fuck this shit up? Do y'all understand that? He can fuck it up. But you sitting there and you, oh, America first. Okay, cool. But when other countries say, well, look, NATO first. We ain't fucking with America. Then what? What you gonna do? You can go to war with them? Listen, they got nuke shit too. They can hurt America as well. You can go to war with NATO? Our allies? Remember when he told you, Trump told you, oh nigga, no, Mexico gonna pay for the border. Who did Mexico pay for the border? Did Mexico pay for it? Huh? Fucking fly come from? What net? Whatever the fuck it was. Did Mexico pay for it? I asked Trump supporters, did Mexico pay for it? You can't ask a motherfucker to pay for a fucking border. And they ain't getting nothing out of it. You can't ask anybody to pay for something that they ain't getting nothing out of it. So the Mexico country was gonna pay for the border, and I'm gonna get Mexico to pay for it. That's what Trump said. I'm gonna get Mexico to pay for it. Yeah, all right, cool. Fuck you. Fuck who you kidding? But Trump supporters, y'all stupid as shit. Oh, he got the border going on. Fuck that border. He said Mexico was gonna pay for it. Your dumbasses, we all had to pay for it. So he lied. Bunch of stupid motherfuckers. He's not a genuine dude. He's lying to you. Trump supporters, he's lying to you. None of that shit that he says is gonna happen won't happen. And if, listen, let's just say you believe and Trump does it. It will fuck our economy up. Do you understand that? They don't even trust us around the country. I mean, around the world. Trump get in there. Our allies like, what the fuck? Oh, we got prepared for if this motherfucker get in there, so, you know, not do business and none of that shit. America first. Okay, cool. Listen, I might do business over in America as a country. I'm whatever country. Okay, cool. Now I'm preparing to do business other places. Even more. I'm cutting America out. Because I don't know what America going to do. America is telling us they get a different president there, he ain't going to fuck with us. He ain't going to do business with us. Unless I do all this absurd shit. Okay. MAGA, go ahead and play around. See, you think that you just gonna hurt your racism and your bigotry is just gonna hurt the people in this country. You're gonna hurt yourselves. You think the economy, you mad at Joe Biden, the economy fucked up and gas prices, whatever, however you think. Right? Which ain't true, but let's go off of what you're saying. Understand when he get in there, he gonna fuck the economy up. You really gonna be poor. you really gonna put America in a real bad place of being poor. You stupid sons of bitches. Trump supporters, y'all just stupid. I call y'all stupid for a reason, because you stupid. Because you don't think outside of your stupidity. But anyway, let's move on. Let's end this shit.
Long time. But it is this kind of unraveling of the post-war world that the America helped form. And it's still just stunning to me that Donald Trump doesn't understand that, doesn't care about it, doesn't see how important it is. I mean, this has been the most peaceful.
No. Sorry, sir. I don't blame Trump. I know who Trump is. He's ignorant, he's stupid. I get that. I don't blame him. I blame his voters. He knows voters are stupid. Even the ones that got education. They doesn't care because their racism clouds their judgment off of reality. Or their bigotry clouds their judgment. I don't blame Trump. I blame his supporters. I blame people that support him. And that's the problem I have with the mainstream media. Stop blaming Trump. Blame his voters. Shame them bitches. Explain to them that they're stupid as shit. That's what I do here. I gives a fuck about if Trump supporters get mad at me. You the stupid ones. Fuck out of here. No, he's wrong about that. But anyway, but that's how Democrats do, mainstream media do. They said they're trying to just blame Trump. No. And Trump is who Trump is. We already know who he is. Who the people is voting for him? Why y'all ain't going after the people that vote for him? That are stupid and ignorant. You know he only get in office because of their stupid ass. Their stupid ass. You know that, right? So why you trying to blame Trump? Trump spread that dumb shit, goofy shit all you want. Show and prove that he's a liar. And he's misleading them. That's what you need to do. I'm sick of Democrats in there keep blaming Trump. We already know who Trump is. It's his voters that's ignorant and stupid. Try to reach the ignorant, stupid motherfuckers. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's move on.
Full era of modern history since the end of World War II, in part because of these institutions which he doesn't understand and doesn't like, including NATO, including the IMF, including the World Bank, including the UN, all of these things. He would unravel that, and that would have terrible consequences.
Hey, everyone.
And that's it. And neither do Trump. Trump doesn't understand that shit just like his supporters don't. That's why they keep voting for his ignorant, stupid ass. And they keep supporting him. So, is Trump any better than his supporters? His supporters is the motherfuckers that bring harm. Trump can say whatever the fuck he want to say. It's the stupid ass motherfuckers that's believing him. That's the issue. That's the problem. Trump supporters. I come at y'all and I tell y'all all the time, y'all stupid and ignorant as shit. Y'all don't know shit. Well, you calling us deplorables and, using these... Man, fuck you, man. Fuck you, Trump supporters. Fuck all y'all. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We're right back. All right, people, back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys leave. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF the Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information? Subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below. Make sure you guys share the videos and hit the like button, people. Listen, let me make this very quick, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Listen, I say this shit genuinely to Trump supporters. I know y'all get upset at me for calling y'all stupid and ignorant, but that's what you are. You're stupid and you're ignorant. If you really truly think making America first and all that dumb shit, the goofy shit, make America great and all that other shit, and you don't think anything else out behind it other than your stupidity, you will ruin. You are part of ruining America. And I'm not, as a black man, I'm not telling you America is the greatest country in the world. Never tell you that. But don't ruin progress, because that's what you're going to do. You are going to ruin progress. And so, it's on you. It's on you racist ass Trump supporters. I just tell y'all that. You know what I mean? And hopefully I'm speaking to enough people out there to get them to go against your bullshit, to outvote you. Hopefully. Right? But you stupid son of a bitches. You're just stupid, Trump supporters. Like, this shit is going to fuck the country up. And maybe that's what some of y'all want. But I've been in this country for a long time as a black person. I'm telling you, this ain't what you want. Because I'm telling you, it ain't going to go the way you think it's going to go. Honestly. But anyway, leave your comments, hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.